All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. All right, ladies. And let's pin the mirrors back. Okay.
Mahomes now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, but it'll be second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, it's Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Tim Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Hey, 57, 57. Check. Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Check, hey, 43. Attack.
Watch out.
Yellow.
Showing it.
Yellow.
It's a safety creek.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Well, he's going to go for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal?
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 78 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check.
Yellow.
Check four.
Right side.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Hill. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You got nothing. Let's go. Mike 50. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is going to go.
Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Run it. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. Go to base. 44, come on. Come on. Jack. Move.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. all square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey, rip left. Rush in. Easy. Hey.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jackson options out left. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense close.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 39 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Check it back.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Minus 50, minus 50. Watch the run, watch the run.
Jackson on first down. Forced, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
24 is the mark. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they have regained the lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow, yellow.
We got it. Haywood. Back.
Attack.
Hey, alert 3. You go tight. You got tight.
Mahomes now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Check 37.
15. Shoot. On Sunday. Okay.
Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Sammy Watkins, 37 yards. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
What we got? Go like 50. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Mike's 50. Switch up. Shut up.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I got him. Check. Check. Check.
To throw is Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On second down, it's Hill. And they'll get him down right about the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On the ready. 50. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Swoop. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. It's time to win. It's time to bust.
Jackson on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Come on, set. Tell the ending. Mike 50. We got it. Hey. Mike 50. Mike 50. Come on. Anyway, check 31. Check 31. Go. You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run it again with Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon as they have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, attack, attack. Wow. Ooh. 3, check yellow. Check 99. Check 99. Attack, attack. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. He finds McCoy. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Yellow. 580.
48's the mark.
15, 15. 15, 15.
2, fellas, let's go. Tighten up. Tighten up. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go.
Yellow.
Sponge. Sponge.
Let's go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw left side complete. That's McCoy. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first down, Hill. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Here's Hill one more time. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Alert three, alert three, alert three. Patch it, set.
Now here's Hill. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from the 1.
Check. Banjo. Both the mic. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Check 43, that's it. Set up.
They'll run it with Hill. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it third and goal.
Let's bring it. 44, Mike, 44.
From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Reggie Ragland able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's complete. It's Bell. And he is not going to get in. And I think the proponents of the Chargers saying, hey, why not kick it? The failure to convert is going to keep this game tied. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now carry number 20 here for Hill. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Check 25, check 25. Alert flag,
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. He's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Yellow. 57, 57.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes wide open as Watkins. He's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check 52. Switch. Check 13. Check 13. Kill.
McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 36-yard line.
Hey, 57 colors. Hey, 43. Watch out. Showing up. Watch the safety creep.
Now Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Yellow. Crunch. 49. Check 49.
Mahomes to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
48 Mike. Here we go. 15. Wide. Get wide. Hey, 15. Let's see it. Hey.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll start the drive with Hill. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
At the 10-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
What you got, Heavy?
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he's able to get it out of there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.